Becca Forsyth reporting in. I recently had the opportunity to testify at the NYSEG rate hike hearing in Binghamton, where they had the chance to tell the Public Service Commission why they thought it would be reasonable to enact a 24% rate hike that will generate $156.7 million in the first year. They sent 3 slick representatives that talked about vegetation management because the trees are growing up over the lines and causing outages, even though this is already part of the delivery charge we're paying. They also want to expand the DeRidder pipeline, but then call it something other than fossil fuel expansion. It was quite a mess. I want to make this video to give you an idea of some of the things that we can advocate for as a part of the Poor People's Campaign. It's important for us to remind folks of the impact of moves like this on the 140 million poor people in the United States today. We have to let them know that we expect them to value people over profits, and we want them to fight poverty and not the poor. Here's the video of me delivering my testimony. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today. I have been a paying customer from NYSEG in Elmira, New York for over 30 years. I am also one of the 9.9 million poor and low-wealth residents that live here in New York State. Elmira has recently been cited, as Lisa just pointed out, in the USA Today as being one of only 2 cities in the country that are still in recession. 96% of our housing stock was built before 1980, and 78% of it was built before 1950, making us a hot spot for both lead poisoning and energy inefficiency. Our median household income doesn't go over $30,000 a year. We can't afford to shoulder another rate hike tied to our critical need for energy. I have also been the unfortunate recipient of one of the 7 million shutoff notices that NYSEG has issued since they've been in business. I am here as a representative of the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival. I ask that we work together to fight poverty and not the poor. New Yorkers are promised a degree of energy justice in a series of laws that grant energy services to all residential customers without unreasonable qualifications or lengthy delays, which is necessary for the preservation of the health and general welfare as it pertains to the public interest. Extracting another rate hike for our access to energy seems unreasonable and places large barriers in terms of health and general welfare to our public. Power companies in New York are required to offer deferred payment agreements after you get a shutoff. But when I call to ask for one, I'm told the fact that I once defaulted, I am no longer eligible for that privilege. So I am to be judged based on my performance in my 20s when my kids were little and I had to choose Christmas presents or NYSEG, heat in my home or Thanksgiving dinner for my family, and now I'm a grandmother. When are we going to stop fighting the poor? One thing that needs to be examined is the disproportionate impact fixed fees have on the impoverished. This is just like another luxury tax that we can't afford, but it is intimately linked with a necessity that we can't live without. NYSEG could invest in income-based programs that help the poor and low-wealth folks like myself to achieve energy efficiency in our homes. They could stop investing in the gas and fracking infrastructure that is driving this ecological devastation and causing damage to the environment and the economy. They could stop destroying the land and exploiting the poor. They could stop pushing the falsehood that there is any such thing as a safe pipeline. They can stop our dependence on fossil fuels that are accelerating this climate change. Those are only some of the prices that we cannot afford to pay. It is for these and many other reasons that I ask the Public Service Commission to say no to the requested rate hike. If NYSEG wants more of our money, I ask them, what have you done for us lately? Take into consideration the poor and low wealth who make up 51% of New York State. Also consider the damage being done to Mother Earth, our only home. Please take into account people over profits. Thank you for your time.